Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I just got done filming a makeup tutorial on this look. It's a complete matte look, which I've never done before, so it was actually pretty fun. If you want to see how I achieved this look, then just keep on watching. Alright, so let's jump right into this makeup look. So I'm going to use the NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat foundation because we're doing a matte look, but I'm also going to mix it with my favorite foundation from Rimmel London, the Lasting 25 Hour Breathable Foundation. And I'm just going to put a little bit of that on my hand, and then I'm just going to do a teeny tiny bit of that. And then before I take my beauty blender, I'm going to mix these two with my finger and then just put them all over my face. And then whatever's left, I'll just scoop it onto my beauty blender. And I'm just going to spray that with my MAC Fix Plus and blend in this foundation.
I'm searching for something.
I don't know, I feel like I want just a little bit more coverage, so I'm going to add just a little bit more to my face. I'm just going to use the NYX one. I'm kind of going for like a full makeup look today. That's why I want so much foundation on my face. So for concealer, we're going to take the NYX HD Studio Photogenic Concealer in the shade Fair. And I'm going to put that down my nose, right here. And since we're not doing highlighter, I'm going to do a big triangle on my forehead because we're not going to be highlighting anything since this is a matte look, so I'm going to go ahead and just highlight with the concealer. And I'm going to be using a lot of bronzer today, I think, which is another reason why I'm using so much more concealer than usual. And I'm going to go ahead and just spray like the tip of my brush this time with the MAC Fix Plus, just to help blend all that in better. So now we're going to go in with the Laura Mercier setting powder, and usually I only put this under my eyes, which I'm actually going to do really quick before that creases. 1 second. So I'm also going to set the oily parts of my face, so I'm going to set my chin, my forehead, and maybe like down in here. And then also I'm going to set to my eyelids. I don't really like to set my nose because it's always kind of dry anyway. And I feel like setting powder just makes it 10 times worse, but I'm going to just let that set for a minute before I continue. Alright, now I'm going to use my L'Oreal True Match powder in the shade Neutral and go over all of this, but I'm going to dust all this away before I do that. I would say that's looking pretty dang matte. I'm just going to take that L'Oreal True Match powder and start on my neck. I actually look like a person and not a ghost anymore, which is great. Now I'm going to contour. And what I use for my contouring is the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit in the shades medium to tan. It's a little too dark for my skin, but I can make it work when I have when I'm paler, and then it's also perfect for when I have fake tan on, so that's why I have these shades, just because if I got the lighter one, it would be hard to make it work when I have fake tan on. And the brush I use to contour with is by Tarte. At one end is just kind of like a foundation brush. It's just square-ish. And then the other end is angled and like that. So I like to just use the angled one when I contour, and I use just like the one corner of it. I'm gonna dip it into this one in this corner. I take it and I just drag it. Same corner, dip it back in, and I like to carve out my jaw because I have like tensions. And then with the flatter part, I dip all of that in, and I color in my temples right here. I don't really know why I do this. I wish I had an actual reason, but I don't. It's just one of those things that I do, and I don't really know why. And then I am going to just take the flat end of that brush and blend all of this into my face. Alright, so now I'm just going to do my eyebrows. I'm undecided if I want to film this or not. I'll film it and just put it in fast speed.
Stupid shit, and she don't know how to keep the man, but she can move them hips, move them hips.
I've been dancing with the devil. He was always good to me, and I've been working in the shadow of a friendly enemy. And I'm fucking broken, living in the moment. Should've known that you would bring me down. Yeah, I've been dancing with the devil.
Let's go.
Alright, now we're just going to do some bronzer. I'm going to go back in with my fluffy brush that I did my powder with. We're going to use my Bobbi Brown bronzer. In the shade Natural 1. And I'm going to take my all-time favorite palette, but it's the one that I used in my very first video, the 25B Bronzed Mocha palette. I may have lied. I might not be using that. I'm going for more of a red bronzy eyeshadow look. So I think I'm actually going to use the Naked Urban Decay Heat palette. It has more of the bronzy shades that I want. Okay, and before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and use the Laura Mercier translucent powder and just put a little bit under my eyes, because if I have fallout, I'll be able to brush it away a lot easier with this under my eyes. Alright, I'm going to actually use the brush that came with the Urban Decay palette. I'm going to go ahead and use Sauced as a transition shade, which is this one here. Alright, now I'm going to just darken that crease up a little bit with this shade called He Devil. Here. And I don't think I mentioned, but I'm using like the skinny end, not this end. I'm using the pointy skinny end for this part of the eyeshadow. And just focus that in the deeper part of the crease. Okay, and then so this outer corner right here, I'm gonna actually take this, I think it's En Fuego. I don't know, it's kind of like a purpley brick red right here. And I'm going to take that and focus it right in this corner. Now I'm going to use a Morphe brush. It's flat on this end and then skinny this way. And I'm going to just dip the tip part of it, just this part, in this really dark color right next to the last one we used, and it's called Ashes. And I'm going to literally focus it right in here and just deepen my crease. This is killing me, man. It's killing me. I'm gonna go back in with the brush we've been using this whole time and just very gently blend this dark color. I'm going to take some concealer. I'm just gonna use this CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous concealer and dab it right there. And then I'm gonna take this Urban Decay brush. I think it's from like the Naked 2 palette, and the silky skinny end, and just blend this concealer onto my lid. Now that I have that like carved out, I'm just gonna do a little bit more. Yeah, I want you, baby. I've been thinking about it all day, and I hope you feel the same way. I'm actually gonna get rid of this really quick. Okay. I think I'm gonna use this color Chaser in the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette, but I'm gonna check a couple other palettes to make sure there's no other color that I might look better on my lid. Yeah, I'm just gonna use this color, and it looks like this. And we're just going to use the fluffy end of the brush that came in this palette, and then just put it right where I put that concealer. And I hope you feel the same way. Yeah. 'Cause I want you bad. Yeah, I want you. For the bottom, I'm going to take that sauced color that we used in the beginning on the skinny part, just a little bit. Make sure you tap that off, and then just focus that on my lower lash line. And then the last color we're going to put down there is the He Devil color right here. Time to do mascara. Before I do my mascara, I'm going to take a black eyeliner that I've had for like 500 years. It's through Avon. I don't know, it's old. I hardly ever use it, but I'm going to line my upper waterline. I'm just going to take this Better Than Sex mascara. Sometimes I don't know. And while that's still wet, I'm going to take this NYX Zaza Zoom Fiber Mascara that I absolutely hate unless I'm using it over top of another mascara. Because if you really want to know, just go watch my other video. I'll actually link it below. Ow! And that's why I hate it. It literally gets hairs in my eye. I don't understand. This should not even be a thing. I don't even want to use it on this eye, but I'm going to. And I'm going to take the Better Than Sex mascara and just do it on my lower lashes. Okay, and the last thing I'm going to do is lips because they look non-existent. I'm going to use the NYX Lip Liner Peekaboo Neutral and just align my lips. I'm going to overline them a little bit because I want like a bigger lip. And then I'll take the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream, and it's called Zurich, I think.
I just wanna take my time. We could do this baby all night. Yeah.
Alright, so that's my finished look. I've never done a matte eyeshadow before, and I actually really like it. The smell of that gives me life, I swear. If you enjoyed this, hit subscribe. I literally hate ending videos, so I'm just gonna end it because what else is there to say? Alright, bye guys.